Hey guys, I have more awesome news coming out of COMPUTEX 2019. First thing I want to talk to you guys about is Corsair's new Hydro-X line. This is an open loop liquid cooling line. So most people use AIOs. Those are all-in-ones. You don't have to rig any of the cooling lines, and you don't have to really worry about leaking. In this case, this is open loop, so you're going to be building where each of the lines goes, connect the fittings, etc. Now, why this is really cool is there really isn't too many people in this space. The one main competitor is EK, and Corsair actually has a couple of former EK engineers working on this project. I like Corsair's IQ software as it helps organize all of your LEDs. Those LEDs are getting on more and more components nowadays, and we want them all to be linked together and working well together. This allows you to use IQ with an open loop. They have CPU blocks, video card blocks with back plates, all custom. The loop itself is customizable, so you can run it where you want, run the number of radiators you want, run the type of fans you want, etc. The thing that really makes this great versus EK is Corsair is going to offer you less options. And that's good for beginners, as you won't have to know what works with what. It'll all just work together. And it'll actually work well as they've picked really great options for you to choose from out of the limited set. Second, I want to talk to you about Steelseries Apex Pro keyboards. The Apex Pro keyboards are really new or special as they use OmniPoint switches that they developed in collaboration with Gatoron. OmniPoint switches, unlike a regular switch where there's a metal contact that at a certain point it's going to activate, these actually use a magnet in the bottom to sense how far down the key is at any point in that travel. What this means with OmniPoint switches is you're going to be able to set where you want your activation point to be, whether that be 0.4 millimeters, which is almost like blow on the key and it turns on, or all the way down to almost full press before it'll activate for you. This is much faster than even Cherry's MX Speed keys are, so it's very customizable. Another thing that is great about this keyboard is that keys are going to be individually set. So you'll be able to set one key where you press all the way down and another key where you have to press just a little bit before it'll activate. And you can do this for the full set of keys on the main piece of the keyboard, including the WASD. Another great thing about the OmniPoint switches is that they're super durable. They've already tested, just in their testing so far, over 100 million actuations with no issues. It's still running right now as of today. That's almost double a lot of other keyboards on the market. Okay, let's talk about displays. So Asus and Acer both have a 43.4 inch high refresh 4K FreeSync display on their way. These are amazing, as if you're comfortable with a 2K display at 27 inches, that resolution to space how the text shows up and you can easily read the text will be the exact same on these displays, as the display is large enough to display the 4K at the same size text. Other displays, such as the 4K 27-inch and 32 inches that are out right now, you will have to use display scaling in order to get the text to where you can read it. Display scaling is bad, as many applications don't do it right. It ends up being blurry and not a very good user experience. So these displays are going to be amazing, as not only are you going to be able to see your text correctly, they're also going to be huge and in your face, which is going to be great for gaming. The estimated price is going to be $1,200, which is very reasonable, and they're in mass production right now, so we'll see those soon. And I'm really excited about these. In fact, I might even review one of these. However, I would love to see these get G-Sync certified first, or at least see some reviews in people's hands to see how they work. They will have HDR labeled on them. However, I don't expect these to be fold, so I would not expect a good HDR experience on them. But at this point, HDR isn't super important. Many games don't support it. And these should work extremely well as a gaming monitor. And you're really saving a lot of money by not paying for a fold backlight if you're not going to use it. Now, Even more exciting news, we have a 2K display at 240 Hertz on an IPS panel getting developed right now. Now, AU Optronics has said that they're working on this panel, and if they do pan out, they should be out around 2020. Now, if you're wanting that IPS color and the 240 Hertz, however, you can't wait for 2020, and you're willing to sacrifice on resolution, a 1080p version. Now, this 1080p version is already in production with a 27-inch available in August to September timeframe, and a 24.5-inch, which is better for 1080p, again, talking about size to resolution, which should be out super rough around November, December this year. That's it for this one, guys. I'll be back with you with more news as it comes. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And if you have any questions, comments, etc., anything that you'd like to see on the channel, please leave me a comment below.